What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we've got Fani Willis and Jack Smith, both those corrupt figures that have been, aimlessly targeting Trump, blatantly weaponizing the Department of Justice against Trump in order to, keep him off that 2024 ballot, taking a big hit altogether, and also the Colorado Supreme Court lumped in there with them, as one of Trump's allies has now came out in this following clip and expose them all, guys. I'm excited to check out what's going on with all of these corrupt figures, that have been set up by the deep state and the Biden admin. So we're going to get straight into it, guys, and I'll give my thoughts on the back end, guys. Definitely stick around to the end so you guys can get my thoughts and opinions on the back end. But let's get straight into it, y'all. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
The courts are in a lull, slowing down here at the end of the year, but one man is still on both Jack Smith in Washington, D.C.'s list and Fani Willis's list, and he's being compared to the Colorado Supreme Court. He is Trump ally John Eastman. We're going to do a little flow together here on this guy, and you'll see what I mean. He's the political theorist that gave Trump the idea to go with alternate electors back in 2020. Pence didn't go along with it, and that's how you got Biden as your president. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TeNapel. This is where all the happy patriots are. Let's get into this. So these are headlines. Former federal judge says the Constitution could disqualify Donald Trump in 2024, not Joe Biden's actions. Now, these are federal judges that generally agree with the Democrats that Trump can be disqualified from the ballot on Colorado. And I'm saying these are outside, weirdo, oddball ideas they should be allowed to have, because it's John Eastman who had an oddball outside idea that Pence could go with an alternate form of electors and go against Biden and put Trump in office in 2020. Those are odd political theories. The difference is John Eastman got brought up by Fani Willis and could go to jail. And all these other lefty lunatics that are coming in and saying Colorado Supreme Court could have done the right thing, they will not go to jail for saying that. Here's the Hill. Former federal judge, the Constitution will disqualify Trump from higher office, not Joe Biden. See, that's another lunatic theory that they should be charged on RICO charges, just like John Eastman was charged by Fani Willis. Here's Ludwig. Trump eligibility case tests America's commitment to his own democracy. And he is being a little bit sympathetic to the Colorado Supreme Court, throwing Trump's name off of the ballot, which is lunatic, for which they should be thrown in jail if anyone gets thrown in jail for insurrection, for racketeering charges. Here's the National Review, how the Colorado justices resemble John Eastman. So now people are starting to say, this is similar to what happened to John Eastman. Though my point is not that having outside legal theories is odd by John Eastman, by Trump, by Pence, by you, people who don't agree with election results and think Trump should have been resolved. I don't think that's what's different here. People have opinions all over the map. The difference is only certain opinions from certain political sides get you jailed. That's my point, is if you're a Democrat, you can come up with all these cockamamie lunatic theories and push for them, and you're safe. And if you're a Republican, you get thrown in court. So here's John Eastman. And then meanwhile, Sleepy Jack Smith, who's largely on break with his case until pushing it up to the Supreme Court to weigh in on if Trump has immunity, he's still going after John Eastman this weekend. Jack Smith is still scrutinizing John Eastman. Eastman, a former top Trump attorney, is facing the loss of his law license in California, and the special counsel's office appears to be interested in the materials from that case. So you're going to have Jack Smith. Something happened in John Eastman when they tried to disbar him from Chapman University out in Orange County. Something that happened there he wants to use in his case, and I think it's going to be an attempt to get him to lose his law license, that Jack Smith's going to say, see, this cockamamie theory by Eastman proves that Trump is an insurrectionist. On Monday, a paralegal for special counsel Jack Smith office ordered transcripts from the recent disbarment trial of the former Trump attorney. The move signals that prosecutors are still keeping tabs on Eastman, who helped orchestrate Trump's last-ditch bid to remain in power despite his defeat in the 2020 election. Eastman is one of 6 alleged co-conspirators in the federal indictment that Smith obtained against Trump in August in Washington, D.C. Eastman has not been charged in that case, but he has been charged alongside Trump and other allies in a separate criminal case involving election interference in Georgia. That brings us to Fani Willis. An attorney for Eastman welcomed Smith's interest in the transcripts. They're going, fine, here, we'll help out. Professor Eastman invites the special counsel and anyone else who is interested to examine the records of his case before the California State Bar. The attorney, Charles Burnham, said, the evidence showed that his actions and legal assessments were well-grounded in both fact and law, and that he definitively and faithfully complied with his duty of zealous advocacy for his client and of candor to courts, and that he honored his oath to the Constitution. That's Eastman doubling down, saying, I've done nothing wrong. Eastman's testimony included an account of his effort to craft Trump's legal strategy, which he said was done in concert with a very small number of allies in Trump's orbit. He said he never showed Trump the memos he drafted related to Pence's January 6th authority, and that he drafted them with Chesborough. So Chesborough's his other co-defendant in that Fulton County. And Chesborough, remember, pled guilty, and he did that little hand-scrawled letter. They ended up getting nothing from him. So he's still a Trump ally. He knew he would give nothing to them. So we're holding strong, guys, and this is good news. And to me, John Eastman is a hero. There's nothing scandalous about him. The difference being you can support Colorado Supreme Court's insurrectionist Democrat moves and not go to prison. And you can't do that if you're John Eastman.
There we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug. Definitely going to be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you who want to go over there and check that out, guys. Also go over there and show our guy Doug in Exile some love. Coming at us with this very insightful information. Seems like the left is always getting that placated treatment, whereas they're not getting held to the same standards. If they're being held to the same standards as the right, if the left was being held to the same standards as John Eastman, there would be a racketeering case being brought about on the Supreme Court in Colorado right now. For the insurrection that they're, participating in on the left, trying to keep Trump's name off that ballot, leading to this being another blatant interference with a court proceeding, which is also another felony that needs to be slapped on top. John Eastman is no criminal. John Eastman is a hero patriot that was just trying to fulfill his duties in the best of his ability. I mean, I just feel like anyone, we can't blame anyone for, trying to go to great lengths, find that one-off situation, that one being the alternate electors, to try to get your guy back in office. You really can't blame the left either, but, once they start trying to jail Eastman is when we're like, okay, if he can't go for these one-off situations, then you guys can't either. Because if that's how we're going to play the game, then these other groups, like the Colorado Supreme Court, need to be slapped with those RICO charges, just like John Eastman. It just doesn't make sense. We're going to see the blatant hypocrisy of the left. They want to try to, jail people for their opinions, but then, they have these far off, one-off opinions also, and they don't see anything wrong. They don't see anything flawed. It's truly going to take for Trump to get back in office, for the left to figure out that you cannot go about weaponizing our legal system against your political opponents. That's going to lead to a very sticky situation, because we know how this goes. It goes flip, flop, flip, flop. The power does not always lie in one party's hand. And once it gets to the other party's hand, they're going to start, using that same system that you weaponized against them against you. It never feels good when you're on the other end of the weapon, So definitely up in the comment section, guys, and let me know your thoughts. Sounds like the Supreme Court, Colorado, Fani Willis, Jack Smith, a lot of these corrupt figures we've been seeing are going to catch the bag blow when Trump is back in office. Definitely hop in the comment section, guys, and let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. Does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. And also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey, y'all. Catch you guys on the next week. Go.